Oh, hey there. You're now watching a talk show video that I made. However, it's not like the old days. We're doing this proper this time. And I think this might be the start of something amazing. So, yeah, please enjoy. Okay, so welcome to this new series idea I had. I'm Aiden, your host. And for our first guest on the show, we have my dad.
Hello,
So, do you want to introduce yourself to the audience?
I'm Eric Erkkila. I'm Aiden's dad.
Mhm. He also is hunting and mining enthusiast.
Fishing.
Yeah, fishing is a form of hunting, right? I mean, when you think about it,
It
technically
could
it
be.
is. Yeah.
All right. What else you got?
Let me think here, and then for finishing up introductions, if you're new to this channel, my dad is on it quite a bit. He's technically the owner, and he's the quality control.
Hmm.
So yeah, uh, first episode. Kind of going into this unscripted.
Ha!
That's that's how talk shows work, right?
I don't know that. Never done a talk show before.
Yeah. Although I remember I used to have like a talk show series, but it was always myself, and it was more of just a channel update video and talking
Okay.
about random stuff.
Yeah.
Now you remember that?
Well,
Yeah. Well, I decided I want to actually do a correct talk show
okay.
because this is what's
Maybe you
going
should
on
do it when
here.
I'm not so tired. I'm yawning on the screen here.
It makes sense. However, there is kind of something that I want to do every season, and that is to have an episode that is an interview with graduating seniors. And the problem though is that the seniors who I want to interview this year don't really have much openings, and so far I can only see one possible day for like the next month that
Okay.
would be open
Well,
for them.
then you're
So
probably not going to do that this year.
yeah, maybe not.
But you can put on a list of things to do for next year.
Correct. I
All
could.
right.
So anyway, yeah, other than that, not really too much to talk about. So let's just like see what comes up with stuff. Oh yeah, might as well do a little bit of background into the show real quick. So I actually bought a webcam specifically for this show, so that's what we're using right now. Because if I look to my left, I'm looking at the laptop that this video is being recorded on. So yeah, and then usually we'll have a cardboard box covering each of like the six area of windows back behind my dad. Uh, However, due to the time we're filming this, we don't need those for this episode. However, likely most future episodes will require the cardboard boxes.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, I actually did a quick check with one of the boxes. Turns out that like some of the boxes that our new stools on the
Yeah.
kitchen came in, those are a perfect fit.
Well, you could use one of them.
Yep, just gotta hope that mom doesn't throw them away first. And
Well,
then also gotta hope that the dog doesn't bite at them either.
she won't bite at them. Why would she bite at them?
She bit at them when I was trying to put one up against them.
Oh, she's a nuisance. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anything else?
Good question. Oh yeah. So I might as well talk about some other stuff that's gonna be on the show. Is that So there's also gonna be an anonymous guest forum thing that will probably be highlighted in a future episode. So people who can't be on the show but still want to be on the show, I'll ask them to answer some questions, and then in an episode, we'll have somebody sitting in the guest position reading off what they answered with, and we'll give the person a code name.
Cool.
Yeah, what do you think of that system?
That should work pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably gonna work, especially because one of the people who I wanted to be in this first episode couldn't make it.
Why, in prison?
No, just not allowed to be on social media.
Oh, okay. Well, then you got.
Seriously, how would a freshman in high school be a felon?
I don't know. Good question. Maybe you should investigate that.
I'm not going to investigate that,
Why
and
not?
I know that there's actually a true story on that, but it's not that person,
Oh,
obviously.
okay.
Because
I don't
wouldn't
want you hanging around with felons.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want a criminal on this channel. Like, I already don't want criminals in my Discord, which is why Rule 4 of that server is if you have a criminal record, you get permanently banned.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, nobody really uses my Discord server anymore because they don't really like the rules.
Okay. Well, it's not your problem. It's their problem.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, have you ever dealt with like that, with that user dissatisfaction, like even
No.
like for, because you work at a place that sells mining products, so
Correct.
I thought you might know that, or are you not in
Well,
that department? You're in the manufacturing, aren't you?
no, I'm in the sales department.
Oh, you are
I
in
have to
sales.
deal with people who aren't happy sometimes.
Mm.
So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's
although
a challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yes, well.
Just deal with it. Get all the facts out there. See what you come up with. Help them out. Make them happy.
Mm-hmm.
And keep buying your product.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, has that situation ever become too rough at times?
Not normally, because I never let it get that far.
Okay, that makes sense. You know, there's like
Customer's happy.
the stereotypical person on like that's like highlighted on social media. They call them Karens. Have you ever had to deal with one of those?
No. No. Have not.
Yeah, it makes sense. Karens don't really hang around and I'm talking about the stereotype. Obviously, if you're a person whose actual name is Karen, you might be into mining products. I don't know who you are because I personally don't know a person named Karen.
Okay.
But yeah, they usually hang around like the fast food places and like clothing stores or something.
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, and then you do a little bit of work in the garage on
Yep.
like hardware stuff.
Yep. I build things in my garage.
Yep.
Some welding, woodworking, a few other things.
Yeah, what would you say is like the project you're most satisfied with?
So far,
Yeah,
I'm building the rail system for the cabin right now.
the rail system. Oh, right.
Yeah.
We're replacing our boat lift.
Yep. We're gonna figure a boat lift and sell it, and we're gonna have a rail system so we don't have the boat lift to take in and out of the lake.
Yeah. If you've never seen my cabin, it's actually in a couple of my videos, but the ones that specifically highlight it are the video of my dog scratching at his leg for wanting to get on his lap, and then episode 3 of Calvin and Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what would you say like is the weirdest thing our dog's done? But we have to keep it family friendly. There's
I have no idea.
other stuff that she's done.
She does weird things all the time. She's just a weird dog.
Yeah. If you want us to bring her down here, we won't.
No,
We're letting her
fine.
rest right now.
She's upstairs. She can stay there for now.
Yeah. Although she does occasionally come down here, she's recently gained, like, been inconsistent on her fear of the stairs. I think it happened around the time when the carpeting got taken out.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. So, alright. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay, well, it was nice having you on the show.
Alright.
And that will be it for this time.
Okay.
So until next time, party on, my guys. That's the name of the show.
Oh.
And also, by coincidence, I actually eventually found out that apparently Party On is something that the guys in Wayne's World say. I didn't realize that until after I made the...
Party on, Wayne.
After. Yeah.